Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys essential items that you would need to have a home salon, or at least it can help you with your home salon. I receive a lot of comments on some of my videos where people are asking me for advice on starting a hair business at home. So I figured that since I have a lot of viewers who are interested in that, this would be a very helpful video for you guys. So basically these items are going to help your home salon be more salon-ish and less homey, if that makes sense. Like more professional. You'll have a more professional feel even though you're working at home. So this is just going to take you beyond just being, a chair and a table. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We all start from somewhere, but this is how you can really up your game as a home stylist. So the first thing I would suggest to get is a ring light, but I can't show it to you guys because I'm using it for this video, but it's just a basic ring light. Ring lights just have the best lighting. Like my lighting down here, because I work in my basement basically, the lighting down here is horrible, so I always keep a ring light and it's right over there. The cord wasn't long enough to put it right in front of me, so that's why the lighting is kind of funny. But I definitely suggest getting a ring light if you don't have great lighting. Lighting helps everything. It helps with your pictures, it helps with you seeing what you're doing, and it just makes the room feel more lively. So moving on, the next thing I will suggest is getting an actual salon chair. Not just a kitchen chair that you have at home or a dining room chair or whatever you have laying around. Get a real salon chair. It makes all the difference for you and your client. So this is the chair that I use. And I mentioned this in a video before where I showed you guys my salon space. Oh, let me show you guys a quick overview. I don't have a whole room to myself, I just have a section. But this is basically my salon area. And I actually got a little bit more space down here recently because my brother moved out, so some of his speakers aren't here. So I was able to rearrange what is here a little differently so I can move my TV more this way and then move my chair over so I have more space between me and my dad because his desk is right over here. I do have a salon tour where I show you guys everything I'm talking about, but I might do an updated one eventually. So anyway, so here's my chair, and this was my first investment when I decided to start officially working at home. And I got this, I want to say 8 years ago or 9 years ago when I was just graduating cosmetology school. So these chairs, like I said, it makes a big difference to you and your clients because first of all, it's a lot more comfortable than sitting on a hard chair for hours, depending on what service you're doing. And it's comfortable for you because it has a backrest for them to lean back on, but it's not so high that it's covering their head when they sit down. Because a lot of times, wait, let me just face you guys. So a lot of times when I'm doing hair at somebody's house, I'll be using their whatever chair they have. And most chairs, their backrests are so high that they're like up to here on them. So sometimes I would have to ask them to sit sideways so that the backrest is at their side. But obviously that's not comfortable for them. So obviously a styling chair is meant for doing hair. Yes, I'm wearing pajama pants. I'm freezing. Don't mind it. But obviously a styling chair is meant for doing hair. So the backrest is low so you can still reach their hair and they can sit down comfortably and, relax. And it's wide, it's spacious, and yeah. And then also it turns, which is very helpful for you as a stylist, so you don't have to keep walking around your client. Me personally, I walk around them anyway because I have a TV right in front of them, so I want them to be facing it the whole time. So I still walk around them, so I leave enough space for me to get around the chair. But in most cases, it's just more comfortable to just turn your client so that you don't have to keep walking back and forth. Also, these chairs, they're hydraulic, so they have the little step thingy here, this pump, so you can make your chair as high as you need them to be or as low as you need them to be, which is great because whenever you're working on the back of their head, you want the chair to be higher so they're right in front of you, and then you can always lower it as your service goes on. So definitely invest in getting a styling chair. It's so much more comfortable than having them sit on any other kind of chair because it's made for the job. So it's totally worth it. This chair I bought off of eBay, like I said, 8 or 9 years ago. It cost me $106 or $108. It was a low hundred number like that. And I've had it for almost 10 years and it's still going strong. So along with your chair, I also suggest getting a booster seat if you take little ones. So if you have children that come to you and they're really small, you always want to get a booster seat so that they can have a seat and you can work on them comfortably as well. Because although the chair goes pretty high, it's only so high that it goes. And also when they're little, the backrest will be too high for you to get to the back of their head. So it's always good to sit them up here and then you could get to their head more comfortably. That's only if you take kids. I know a lot of stylists don't work on children, but I work on kids. I love working on kids, so a booster seat is a great investment for me. So if you're that type of stylist, it'll be a great investment for you as well. It's better than pillows because pillows sink in Or, you know, I don't know, I've seen a stylist one time put their kid on a box. I don't think that's safe at all because boxes can cave in. Excuse me. So this is pretty firm. It's meant for what it is. It's a booster seat. It's very, very firm. I've had this for a couple years, never sank in, and then it has a little flap right here. I'm not 100% sure what it's for, but I'm guessing that it's so they can put their feet up here if they have little feet, like little short legs. They can put their feet right there without putting their feet on the chair. I think that's what it's for. That's how I use it, and then I just wipe it off whenever I'm done, the same way that I wipe off my chair and everything when I'm done working. So yeah, that's that. So my next item is good for stylists who wash their clients' hair as well as style them. And this is such a lifesaver to me, and it is this shampoo tray, which I also ordered off of eBay. Like, everything comes from eBay for me. I don't know why, I just order there all the time. But this is just called a shampoo tray. It's small and lightweight, as you can see, so it can fit anywhere. So it's great for working at home, and it's very convenient if you're a traveling stylist. I used to use those standing portable sinks that a lot of home stylists get, which got the job done, but I hated that it had no proper way to drain the water. So what most people do is they just put the hose into a bucket, and then you would empty the bucket, and then so on and so on. I hated that, but it got the job done, but it eventually ended up falling apart. But then I saw someone on YouTube using this, and I was like, I need to find out what that is. So this is originally created for people who are handicapped or elderly, so they have problems bending over a sink or something like that when they have to get their hair washed at home. So this is what they use. So all you do is you sit in front of your sink, and it has this neck spot right here. So you put it behind your neck, and then it has a string, and you just hold on to the string to keep it up against you like this. The only downside is that your client has to do work, because I like my clients to not have to do anything at all, but they do have to hold it against them, but they don't usually mind because it's pretty long, so you can just like hold it down in your lap and you don't even feel it. So they just sit in front of your sink and just lay back, and it's like getting your hair washed at a salon. And the neck spot is actually pretty comfortable. It doesn't hurt like most shampoo sinks do. So I just sit them in front of my kitchen sink, and I use the hose, and I just wash their hair. And then same thing when I go to a client's house, I just ask them if they have a sink with a hose, and most of the time they are okay with using their kitchen sink, so that's what I use at their house as well. So it's very easy for traveling. Some people though are a little weird about washing hair in a kitchen sink. I don't really care. My mom always told me that soap and water cleanses everything except for sin. So all you need to do is wash your sink out afterwards before you put food in it. It's that simple. But some people have phobias about that, so I always ask beforehand if they mind. But if not, they usually have some other way that they want to get their hair washed, or they just choose to wash their own hair. But I mean, obviously if you're going to someone's house, they expect you to not have a whole sink with you. So if they do have a hose and I can bring this, usually they're pretty amazed by it, because it just makes the job so much more comfortable and so much easier than just doing the old-fashioned hang your head over the sink thing. And then obviously, like I said, I use this at my house, and I could just store this away so easily because it takes up no space at all. So if you are a stylist who washes hair, whether you travel or work at home, I think this is the best thing that you can get. It's so much better than all those portable sinks that they have online. Unless you have it like that, we could actually install a shampoo bowl. I personally won't do it because, one, I don't have the space in this house, and two, I don't plan on working out of my house forever, so it'll eventually end up being a waste. But for now, this gets the job done. So this I strongly suggest getting for all my stylists out there who wash hair at home. My next suggestion would be a rolling hood dryer. Again, this depends on what services you offer, but if you offer things like this, where I did a braid out and you want your client to sit under a dryer, or if you do roller sets or deep conditioning treatments or anything like that, hot oil treatments, whatever, I suggest getting a rolling hood dryer. So I'm gonna show you guys mine. So this is my hood dryer. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's for drying your client's hair or keeping them under heat for whatever reason. I didn't buy this. This was actually a Christmas present, but I'm pretty sure it's from Sally's, because when I asked for it, I said they sell it at Sally's. So I'm pretty sure that's where Santa Claus got it from. It's very easy to put together, and if I remember, it was $80 for it, but I'm not 100% sure. But I like this one because it rolls, because where I work, I just drag it right behind my chair, but it doesn't stay there. But they do have stationary ones as well if you do have the space to just have a spot designated to drying your client's hair. But for me, I don't, so I just roll this over and they can just stay in their chair, and I just bring this to them. So yeah, very simple, very convenient, pretty self-explanatory. Great purchase, great investment. Since I'm still standing, I'm just gonna show you guys my chair as well. I bought this chair, I think it was from Ross or Gabe's or one of those department stores. So this is just a bar stool chair. I suggest getting a chair like this for yourself. If you do services that take hours at a time and you're constantly on your feet, you are risking back problems every day. Trust and believe me, back problems, knee problems, hip problems, whatever. So it's always good to sit down whenever you can. So I suggest getting a chair like this. I forgot exactly how many inches it says it goes up to, but it is a pretty tall chair. So I'll show you guys. So this is me standing next to the chair. So as you can see, it's like just below my hips. So it gets pretty tall. And then I can always lower the styling chair, and then I can make this as high as I need to. So this way I can sit while doing my client's hair. So this is not necessarily to look professional. This is just for your own comfort. As a stylist, we need to take care of our bodies, and a lot of times we forget. I forget that all the time. And then one day you wake up and you feel like your body just aged 50 years and everything hurts and aches and you don't know what to do. So sit down whenever you can, take care of yourself. So I definitely suggest getting a tall chair so that you can comfortably sit while doing your client's hair, especially if you're a braider or doing anything that takes hours at a time. Get off your feet as much as you can. Like, trust me, get off your feet. Alright, so that's pretty much it for equipment that I would consider essential for starting a home salon. So now all I have left is just like little things that still make a big difference. So I'm just going to keep on holding the camera because I'm tired of sitting down and standing up. So I'm just going to hold the camera for the rest of the video. Okay, so I only have like 3 more things to show you guys. So first are my capes. So I definitely recommend getting capes for your clients. Having a cape makes a big difference in their eyes. That automatically shows that they're getting professional service when you cover their clothes and keep them safe and protected. I have multiple because I have a pretty large clientele, so they rotate pretty often, and I don't do laundry every single day. So I want to be able to have some extra capes hanging here when some are being washed, because I like to wash them pretty often, especially because I do chemical services as well. So if you have a lot of clients, I definitely suggest having multiple capes. But if not, just have one and just disinfect it as necessary. But having capes makes a huge difference, so definitely get that. So then over here I have my cleaners. So I'm very big on sanitation, and that's not because of COVID. I've always been big on disinfecting things. Anyone who goes to beauty school would know that they drill that stuff into you, but even before that, I've always been a germaphobe, but even more so since going to school. So I just have a bunch of disinfectants here. This is like a regular all-purpose cleaner here that I just spray down on everything. This one is citrus too, and if you go to beauty school, this is the one that they always tell you to get because it's hospital grade. And also for state boards, this is the one that they want you to have, but as you can see, I'm running low on it. And I actually went to buy more because I used to buy it at Sally's, and now they don't sell it anymore, so I don't know where to find it. So that's why I got that one, but I want to get more of this one because it also smells really good. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you're cleaning your implements after every single appointment you do, because you can be spreading sicknesses and diseases through your combs and stuff and not even know. So just to be on the safe side, and also just to be clean. So there's that. And then I have my spray one just because I have a couch over there, and this one is good for fabric and also just smells nice also. So I have that. Then I have this one, which is for cleaning clippers and blades, so I use it for my clippers and my shears. And then I have rubbing alcohol, which I use more for traveling, but I just have my cleaners over there. And then over here I have my Barbicide. I definitely recommend getting Barbicide. Anybody can buy this. Sally sells it. I don't know where else sells it. The only other place I know that sells it is Cosmoprof, but you need a license to go there. But Sally sells it, and I'm sure you can find it online. So it's a very highly concentrated, I can't talk guys, sorry. It's a very concentrated germicide. So it's very blue. But then you get a container like this, or any container you want, honestly, but I use this one just because it's meant for Barbicide. But you just need a capful or two, or I forgot the exact measurements because I just eyeball it, but they actually say how many capfuls you need per whatever unit of water or measurement of water. But yeah, so this is just like 3 or 4 capfuls, and then I fill the rest with water so it's diluted. You don't need to use this straight by itself, like that's a waste. You definitely don't want to do that. So make sure that you're diluting it because this can go a long way. It is very concentrated. But you just leave your tools in there for about 10 minutes and then you take it out. Like, rinse it off first if it has hair and stuff on it. Then you put your combs and clips in there, leave it for 10 minutes, and then take it out, and then it's clean. So if you do hair, please get Barbicide. Please get Barbicide. There is nothing that says unprofessional like not making sure that all your instruments are clean. So make sure you have Barbicide, or if not, you have something to clean up your tools with besides just water. Okay, just make sure you're very sanitary. And this towel I have right here is just where I put my stuff to dry until I put it away. So yeah, so there's that. So then besides cleaning stuff, the very last thing I want to show you guys, which is not necessary, but I definitely suggest getting some form of entertainment. So as you guys see over here, I have my TV and I have Roku on it, so my clients can watch Netflix and Hulu and what else do I have? Paramount Plus and Disney Plus. Or they can sign in with their own account if they want to, whatever. But I just suggest having some form of entertainment so when your clients are sitting here for hours, they're not miserable and bored. Also, if they bring somebody with them, if you allow that, that person has something to do. So if you don't have a TV, have some music playing or have some magazines. I really can't think of anything else, but something to keep your clients entertained, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I can't talk for an entire service. Like, most of my services take an average of 5 to 6 hours, and I can't keep a conversation going for that long, especially if I'm working. So I love that they can just watch a TV. So after we're done with our basic general conversations, we can just watch TV and that's that. So, and it just makes time fly faster for both of you, so I definitely suggest doing that. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful. Like I said, it's just a few items that I want to share with you guys that help upgrade your home service, you know, aesthetic wise, I guess you could say, because obviously your service has to be good as well, but having these items help make a big difference too. With my experience, for some reason people assume that when they're getting a service done at a house, it's not going to be like up there, it's gonna be like a halfway done service. But then when they come over and they see that there's a real chair and you got a cape thrown over your shoulders and there's an actual hood dryer and things like that, it automatically makes all the difference in their head, even though they're already getting a great hair service. You know what I mean? So these little things just really help upgrade that look and that service feel. And I hope I didn't forget anything, because I didn't write anything down. I just had it all in my head. So hopefully it's all in here. But yeah, I really hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!